This is the coolest Montblanc watch we've ever had. We're looking at the Montblanc Unveiled Minerva chronograph. And for those of you not familiar with Minerva, they're a super high-end movement maker founded in the 1800s. And in 2006, Montblanc bought the Minerva company. And since then, about every year they release a special Montblanc watch featuring a Minerva movement. We've had a few of them, but I've never had this one in stock. So let's go over what makes this one so special. They didn't stop the coolness with the watch. Check out this box. Have you ever seen one of those puzzle boxes where it's like you have to figure out special levers to be able to open it? So right now the box is locked. There's this wood piece right here. You slide it back. Then we have to move this piece to the left. And now we can open the box. So we've had a few of these Montblanc Minervas in stock before, but all of the prior versions have the movement featured on the back. So if you look at the front of the watch, it looks like one of your standard Montblanc movements, and you flip it over and you get this stunning movement. But this one, which is nicknamed the Unveiled, because they're unveiling the movement from the dial side for you, and what they actually did was they flipped the movement over, essentially turning the movement into the dial. And continuing with that unveiled theme, they put sapphire windows all around the case of the watch so that one, you can get a side profile of the movement, and two, it allows more light to flood into the movement. They built the movement on these pillars so that it will raise up a little bit and give you a more interesting view from the side angle. And a lot of people think to themselves, Montblanc doesn't make the highest quality of movement. These Minerva movements are, in my opinion, the same level of Patek Philippe. All right, when you get into the details and you look at the finishing, it really is on that level. And while other Montblanc Minervas are kind of like a secret to the wearer, this one's front and center. You can see right on the dial side on one of the bridges in bold letters, Montblanc Villeret, which is where the headquarters are. So this is a chronograph, but it's not your typical chronograph where you have buttons above and below the crown. This is what they call a mono pusher, and it's all controlled from this button attached to the crown. So it's start, stop, and reset. And watching all of the gears move as you start, stop, and reset is pretty mesmerizing to watch. They really wanted to focus on letting you view the movement from the dial side. So the whole top part of the dial is done in sapphire. So if you look at the hour and minute track, as well as the chronograph tracks, it's all see-through sapphire. And just simple things such as winding the movement and being able to see those gears turn from the front of the watch, as well as this large balance wheel always in constant motion, is just really stunning to look at. It features this white gold fluted bezel as stamped at the top of the bezel. It's on this beautiful blue strap, and a lot of watches feature a quick release strap, but I really like how Montblanc added their logo onto the quick release levers. Flipping over to the case back, they did this beautiful engraving of the Minerva headquarters. Honestly, one of the most detailed engravings I've ever seen. Also, sometimes when you're trying to get a strap to fit you just right, you could be in between holes and you just can't find that perfect spot, but they added a quick release onto the deployant. So you push this button, you're able to slide it in and out, make some small micro adjustments. So we'll wrap this video up with some pricing. This is a limited to 100 piece edition. Retail price was $50,000. It was released in 2024. We're able to sell it for a nice discount off retail. We're asking $36,000 for the watch. I don't see a single hairline on it, so I would say this is as good as new. There's a lot of Montblancs you can get even for around the $1,000 price point, so it's kind of hard to wrap your head around a $50,000 Montblanc, but I do think this is an insanely impressive watch, and I'm curious, would you spend that kind of money on this watch? Let me know in the comments below, or even better yet, you can slide into our DMs and just buy the thing.